Hi guys, and welcome back to Tekkify. Now, I apologise for the lack of videos for the last couple of weeks. I've had no internet, but I've got it back now, and much better than it was before, so hopefully I shall be able to upload a lot more often and a lot better now. The server's also undergoing some changes as well. Making a soft reset and moving from the old world to the new world. Now, the soft reset means that you don't lose all your items, provided you move them from the old world to the new world. The old world's currently staying around for about a week, and then it's being shut down. The new world, however, is available completely untouched pretty much, and people have just started moving over. I've already chosen myself a nice little spot and moved everything over. We shall go there now. But first, I'll show you the new spawn. It's a lovely item out here, just following the blue path, if I can speak properly, out of the main Tekkify building, and the old world is available from there. I've got this nice fancy new blue thing. I'm still not a fan of these lamps. The old ones used to be a lot more luminescent, but I do like the blue design they've got going on here. But the current Wayne World spawn is not very good. Well, I say not very good. It's not very complete, but they do have some quite nice things going on at the moment. Rules, limits, stuff like that. Looks quite fancy, actually. This is to help people get around, region posts and stuff, new borders and things. I think they've laid this out quite well, and once it's fully built will look pretty damn awesome. But it is literally just a giant circle and square. It's kind of, you know, what else are you gonna do, eh? But anyway, go back to my place, which I home as usual. But I've started moving everything over, and yeah, I didn't realise quite how much stuff I had. Pretty much all of these chests are filled with things, including a bunch of these chests which are filled with nothing but bees. So many bees. I also built the rudimentary energy system because I now have power suits, of which I've currently hidden all of it. The current power suits are all like hidden, so I can fly around and it won't look like I'm wearing anything. Yeah, rudimentary power systems to power that up, and I have quite a large area. I've also put all my deep storage units over there, just to give you an idea how much stuff I have. This is how many I have, and almost all of them are used, and have quite a lot in them. Netherrack, depleted uranium cells, bones, rubber. I have so much stuff, it is insane. That one's empty. Yeah, these are like the few empty ones. And some honey drops as well. Building the new area is going to take some time, so hopefully be able to record me doing some of that as well. But I also didn't realise quite how much claim area I had managed to build up, to the point where if I like right click on the ground and it comes up with the gold bits at the edge, which you see one there, like moving right around as the corner and stuff. However, my render distance and the server's render that it allows doesn't even go far enough to cover it. At least not quite, anyway. It goes from there all the way to there. I've also started building some tanks as well to store all my liquids. I'm going to have a nice ring of tanks and a couple of layers of them at the mat, but they're currently quite small tanks, not got much in them, and for some reason on my texture pack my liquids are broken. They come up with other textures instead. Like, I've got something weird there, part of a drill there. I'm not even... coolant cell, I think that is, or supposed to be. But yeah, my textures for liquids are broken while they're in tanks, so I'll try and get that fixed, but no guarantees, really. Meowkitty17 has already started re-putting up her bees, but something I didn't know about was the apiaries and alvearies are now in tier 2 and 3. We now have Bee House, which is tier 1. Very basic and easy to build, but has no frame slots whatsoever, whereas the apiaries do. And the alvearies, being as badass as they are, you can just hack them up and change them up and, you know, produce your bees like crazy. However, forestry's been changed, you now have new limits. If you overwork your bees, they can die without giving you anything. It kind of makes a more balanced system, really. So yeah. I've also got a couple of villagers. Well, I say a couple, one of them's gone walkies. Where have you gone? But I'm going to have to sort through my massive amalgamations of chests and actually sort things out and start building my systems from scratch. So I will be going through with you guys with that. I'm also planning on building underneath here. Already started. Just a little tunnel at the moment, just to start hollowing it out before I go make some more fancy entrances. It's really basic, literally no room. But I hope to have a full base underneath here, build all the systems I had before and more. And I can continue running over you guys with all of the IC2 stuff. However, that's going to have to be on hold for now while I get everything set up. Considering doing things out of a mixture of paved blackstone, bloodstained stone, and stone brick, I'm not sure how the stone brick will fit in, because I was planning on moving to a new place anyway, but that's in the old world, and, well, it didn't quite work out the way I planned anyway, but I had a massive bloodstained tower that I thought would have looked quite cool for a base. I might try and rebuild it, or something similar, but who knows. I've got all this space to work with, and I'm almost at a loss as to what to build, so I might have a few superfluous buildings, and probably going to continue these things and structures here. However, these DSUs are only there temporarily as some form of extra storage. I do plan on building a really big size storage system, sorting system, so I'll have probably a lot more DSUs here, and I'll have some dump chests I'll pump out of and sort through, as well as my scrap production system which I had before, which I never did run over you guys with. I can run over the concept quickly, but I think I'll save that for another time. The power suits I will have to do as well, and still so many things to run over, really. But at the moment, I've just got lava, magmatic engines, a couple of energy cells, and this to power an energetic infuser to power my suits. Just stick it in there, starts powering it. Lots of lovely, lovely energy. Can never have too much, especially as this stuff burns through. Something a little extra as well is the power suits come with many, many modes, but some of the tools in the hand, the claw, have been removed. Things like shovels, wait no, not shovels, hoes and axes, because unfortunately, for some reason, they can manage to hack through claims. The hoe, because it affects more than one block. You just tap the one block, it's supposed to only affect that, and the power suit does the rest. The permissions can't really counteract it properly, and you can start griefing someone's claim, although how you grief someone's claim by hoeing the land, I don't really know. And the axe, however, can hack through any and all wood, regardless of whether it's claimed or not, which is kind of worse. So it's not really useful or viable in that sense. But yeah, as these energy cells fill up, I'll have plenty of energy to keep things charged, run around and do everything I need to. I think first things first is try and finish off this structure here, which I will continue to do out of a mixture of paved blackstone, get it the right way around, and stone brick, if I can find my damn stone brick. That's the problem I have with this. I have that many things, I can't even find what I want. Hopefully though, this time, I'll be able to design everything quite nicely, have some nice storage areas, little extras, niceties. I have some ideas playing around, not entirely sure how to do it, but make it up as I go along and hope for the best. I'm not very good at coming up with plans for builds, because I come up with so many great ideas while I'm doing it, and it just ends up as a mishmash of many, many things. I'm not very good at sticking to one idea. So, first things first. Hello, Mr. Spider. Please don't try and kill... Oh, dear. Oh, no, they're trying to kill me. Yes. One great thing about the power suits as well, though, is I can move very, very fast. Unfortunately, paved blackstone hasn't picked up any textures either. That's not good. What level are we at? Go at that. One more. That's 4 blocks high, just as it should be. One other useful thing I've implemented in the Power Fist is shears. Now, they don't actually hack up the leaves, they just destroy them, but it still makes it extremely useful for removing large amounts of trees very, very quickly. Bye-bye leaves. I'll clear up those in a bit. Get some paved blackstone up. Now, originally, I'm just going to have this and another layer on top to cover it all. This will be my main external building with my tank storage. Now, I'm trying to figure out what kind of style buildings I want on the surface as well, because underground it's quite easy to just focus on interiors. You don't have any exteriors to focus on. It's sometimes easier, but at the same time, like, it's more fun to do external buildings because you can futz around with the exterior and make them look quite nice, and if they work well, they look awesome. But trying to design them is a little bit harder. But you get out what you put in, really. Oh dear. Somehow Mr. Zombie got to me. I don't have a sword on me, I really should get one. Trying to find a sword amongst all this mess is going to be hard, though. Oh, and the noise you just heard as I landed would be my shock absorbers in my boots. Oh, wait, was that a sword? That is a sword. It's a very damaged sword, but it's a sword nonetheless. Come here, zombie. Oh, okay, that was me landing. Oh dear, that wasn't good. Damn it. I'm also going to make a load of misspellings because I completely rearranged my keyboard so I can teach myself to type without looking. Because if I look at the keyboard it confuses the hell out of me, so I have to type without looking. Kind of useful. It's worked so far. I seem to have gotten better at typing without making mistakes and without having to look. But it's still slow going. I'm just glad I found that little drop point there with water. I might keep that in future, because it's extremely useful when I run out of power. Please tell me the necessary bits have fallen off. Aw, damn it! Okay. Nope, that didn't work. Come on. Climb, climb, climb. We can do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, power on the back on. Still nothing coming up. Fist there, and Mr. Zombie has decided to run away. I swear to God, if he picked up something of mine, which he probably did. Oh dear. It's the only annoying thing about zombies in 1.5 onwards. They pick up your items. And now because he's despawned, like, no idea what he picked up. Fortunately, it doesn't appear to be my Omni Wrench. Oh, yeah, the glitch as well. If you... I don't know if I should teach you guys the glitch or not. I don't think it's a good idea because it's probably going to get removed at some point. But there are occasions where having a glider and a jetpack on your power suit can cause you to fly like creative. It's not perfect because if you want to go up it uses power, and if you want to go down you have to glide, and it's quite slow. But kind of useful at points. I found that quite handy, especially for recording extra things. Like I have a planned to have a Tekkify trailer coming up soon as well, because most of the trailers are quite out of date, and the one recent one, which I believe was uploaded on June 6th, called Tekkify Promo 2, that is, although recent, is now going to be outdated due to the new world. So I'm running around trying to collect recordings of people's new builds and old builds of varying degrees, and see how it turns out. I hope for the best, at least. Keep going. I think my map's a little large. I changed my GUI size, but the map size is always bigger when I'm on full screen mode. Kind of annoying. Right, okay. Another thing I'm very pleased about with the updates is iron tanks. Now, instead of taking it used to be equivalent of one iron ingot would make a single block, in effect, due to the production process. Now a single iron ingot makes 2 blocks. It means making tanks of great sizes is a lot easier. Before it would take several stacks of iron to make a massive tank. And, while in some instances that kind of cool and can do well, I think they balanced out by adding steel tanks as well. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is though between steel and iron. I don't know if steel can hold more, or if it's simply just a different colour. You guys could probably tell me. I still have many things to learn about the update myself as well. Also, with the update to forestry, there are now butterflies, and you can also have chests for the butterflies and for tree species, or their saplings rather. Makes indexing them a lot easier, as well as having a butterfly elizer or whatever it's called, and a tree elizer. The tree elizer was there before, I believe, but now with the chest it's a lot more useful. of stone brick already. Damn it. Do. I need to set up my nuclear reactors as well. I can run over how to do nuclear reactors. Come on, stone bricks. Where are you? Okay, screw this. I take you guys. I'm gonna find the iron ingot one, if there is one, or show the empty one. And now I have to hunt around and try and find the stone one, which I did straight away. Awesome. I made quite a large amount of stone as well, because I knew I'd need a lot of stone brick. But I didn't know I'd need it for this. Place you up there. I might as well make the rest in as well. I'm going to need quite a lot of this stuff. Now, having just a square, plain old square, it's kind of boring really. I'm going to have to break up the design further up the building. I'm thinking either a circle or an oval of some kind. An oval could make for interesting results, but a circle could also help break it up as well. And a circle, I can think of like, if you put a circle around, a ring around here, just like, imagine it was the centre of the circle was like here, and spread most of the way to the edge, if not all the way, and it had like pillar structures at the corners of some kind, leading up to the floor above the circle, either attaching to it in some way, or just being pillars there to add just extra design. I'm also thinking about implementing large amounts of wool. Had quite a lot of inspiration from places like QOO City, made by QOO the cat, who, as far as I'm aware, isn't currently playing, and lots of wool from the administrator Aref, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Aref. I don't know. That's the thing with usernames, is like you don't know how to pronounce them unless they're really, really obvious. Like mine's Raw I'm Dragon. Not really much else you can do with that. But then let's see. Got like RF, who's offline. Amaranthium, pretty obvious. Then there's just 3 below Amaranthium. EMSJS. EMSJS? Yeah, I don't know. Wilson. Well, not Wilson. Wilson. Padulka. Zimlaug. So many ways. Moried. Don't know. Entror. Sounds about right. Saloxin? I don't know. Stuven. Okay. Nichthrien, or Nichen, or Nishen, or I don't know. Sqlek, or Sqlek.